Good morning. And let's roll that ball around. Back and forth, up and down the hands. Hey, Marlene. And across the knuckles. And on the thumb pad. And the pad below the pinky. Oh, we don't want to be dropping that ball today. And, hey, Don. Let's put the ball in the middle of the palm, interlace the fingers and compress. 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. And 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. And one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. And let's bring it around the back as quick as you can. And the other way. I'm getting set up to do it through the legs in one direction and then the other. Hinging at the waist, bending the knees slightly, coming up, assessing how the feet feel on the floor, knees, ankles, hips. Just take note of it, pull down, and step down 3 times in the middle. Move the ball up to the knuckles, press down once, going across. And rotate on the heel across the knuckles. Bring the ball down to right above the heel and rotate on the toes, sliding the ball across the top of the heel. And then bring the ball below the first knuckle and press down. Slide it down slightly to the side of the top of the heel and press down. And then over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal and press down. Roll the ball down each of the bones. And scribble. And 3, 2, 1. Reassess. And we'll do the other foot. Pressing down. Knuckles. Slide it across those knuckles. Bring it down to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes. Underneath the first metatarsal, the knuckle of the first metatarsal. Roll it down to the side of the top of the heel, press down, and then over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Pressing down, rolling it down each of the bones. And scribble. And plane socket. Okay. Reassess. Let's bring our hands back, hinge at the waist, bend the knees slightly, and come up and back. Good morning. And 10. And shake the tree. Or do the limb energy bounce up and down on the toes, shaking. Or do both. And center, nice deep breath. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. Knees are slightly bent. Feet are about shoulder width apart. And center, deep breath. Fill in the rib cage. And we're going to do some ocean wave breathing. Take the fingers and the thumb and put them at the base of the spine. Step out and gather in starlight in one direction. Pause there for a second. And then from the other direction. Let's take a deep breath. And rub our hands together, gathering chi. And forming a chi ball. Shifting weight, one foot to the other, as the ball leads us in a cosmic dance. And brings light. Centering. 2 deep breaths. Let's march in place. Or jog. And with 21 seconds left, I'm going to pick it up a bit. You can do so too, or just keep doing what you're doing. Choices are, well, pretty infinite, but the ones we usually throw out there are sprinting, doing rapid squats or side squats or jumping jacks. But whatever you want to do to get your heart rate up a bit, just be safe in 5, 4. Today we're going to be doing the Zach Bush 4-minute exercises, FYI. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 and 21. 2 deep breaths. Interlacing the fingers. Bring them up over the head. Reaching up. And coming back into an extension if you can. Come back. Lean to one side. And then the other. Center. And bring the hands down slowly. Pressing out of the chest. Coming down. And behind the back. Interlace the fingers and raise. Hands up in the back. And bring it down. Cross one arm across the body, pressing at the elbow. See, my screen has frozen a couple of times today. I think I just ordered a new internet service, 100 gigs of internet only service. Take the other arm from a competitor. And Optimum must have gotten a word. And then bring one arm behind the back and press down on the elbow. And then the other. Let's extend the arms and rotate. And then the other direction. Thumbs up and down, up and down. And bring the arms in and shrug. And roll the arms back. And forward. And let's punch across, snapping the wrist as you reach the end. Engaging the core. One more. Let's rotate the neck. Other direction. And nod. And go ears to shoulders. Look up. And down. Over one shoulder. And then the other. Let's go into a side lunge. And stretch the adductors. And then the other way. Come together, and feet are slightly wider than shoulder width, hinging at the waist, hips over the knees and the ankles. Reach down and stretch the hamstrings. Bend your knees a little if you need to hinge a little further down and inch forward into a pike. Stretch the calves by pressing back on the heels. Inch your way back up into the hinge. When you're there a minute, or not a minute, a few seconds, and come back up. And let's grab a stick. Let's start by grabbing one leg, wherever you can on your leg, shin, ankle, toes if possible, and stretch the quads and ankle. And then the other foot. And then bring that other foot in front and grab it by the toes if you can and stretch that ankle and the hip. And then the other one. Yeah, we're going to do the Dr. David Lee routine today. So bring the stick behind the back as far down as you can. If you can grab it by the ends, great. Otherwise, as far out as you can, and rotate. If you want to get your legs involved, again, just be very careful on that, particularly the first step. not only the first step, the momentum is getting me today. Let's be careful if you do it this way. And stop, bring the stick around to the front and oscillate right in front. Go to one side. And then the other. Bring the stick in front, grab it somewhere in the middle and do a kayak motion. And then reverse. Bring the stick up to your chest and flop at the wrists. Go down, extending the elbows. And now come up and bring it up over your shoulders. And if you want, you can go up on your toes when you reach the top. Bring it back down, chest high, reverse the position of the hands so the palms are face up and flop. Again, go down, do about 5 curls. And then extend up. And we're going to bring the stick again behind the back. We'll do 5 steps with your knees up as high as feels safe. And then 5 rotations, alternating. Bring the stick in front and go on our toes and hold and heels. And toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. And let's put the sticks down. So to do Zach Bush's 4-minute routine, again, just quickly, it starts with a squat. However you do squats, you can do it in a chair, just sitting down, getting up. You can do it just by going down a little bit or full squat. 2, just an arm raise. 3 is the big circle. You can do it this way or go through the middle if that feels better on your shoulders. And 4th is the press. All right, we're going to do a couple of sets, 12 each, starting with the squats. 1, 2, 3. 11 and 12. 1, 2, 12. Big circle. Arms should be raising pretty much equal to your ears, outside your ears. And 12. And some military presses. Again, put your arms back at about the where your ears are. 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12. Now, on any of these, if you want to have a slight weight, 2-pound barbell or soup can or 5-pound barbell, whatever, you can to progress it. All right, let's do some squats again. 2, I'm going to do a little bit faster. 3, 4, 11, and 12. Raise hands, go into just above shoulder level. Big circle, I'm going to go through the middle this time. Rows again. $11 and $12, and the press. And 12. Good. Shake it out. We're going to do it one more set. Just a smidgen faster than the last one. 1, 2, 3. 11 and 12. 1. Big circle. 12 and press. $11 and $12. Yay! All right. That was the best yet. Shake it out. So everybody was keeping up. That was great. Let's center. 2 deep breaths. And we're opening our hearts. Pause on that inhale and exhale out. Centering. 2 breaths. And bringing down heavenly chi. And going down and gathering it up. And with one big scoop of everything we can get, it's Namaste. So, everybody good?
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mira.
Thanks, Tom. We have to leave.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too.
And hi, Diana. Today,
Sorry, I was late.
no problem. It's a Fire Tibetan Day. Yes, it is.
Oh, good.
I'm just going to take a sip here, pour myself out. Hydrate, hydrate. Okay. So let me switch the camera. Go back. Remind you that if you don't want to do the rotations, you can simply rotate at the hip, slapping the alternate shoulders. But if you're doing rotations, do up to 11 or more if you're so inclined, or less. And then take 2 breaths. As I switch the camera and we get down on the floor. Soles of the feet are on the floor, hands are by the side of the hips or underneath the lumbar region if you need support on your back, or they can be underneath the neck and head if you need it when you come up with your head, neck, and shoulders as you raise the soles of your feet off the floor. I'm going to go right back down. If you're doing the unmodified version, your legs are extended as you raise your head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to do 6 of the modified and 5 of the regular. We're starting now. 1, 2, 4, 11. Take 2 deep breaths. And come up, and we'll go on our knees. Hands are behind you on your hamstrings or your hips. You can extend back solely at the knees if you can't do back extensions, but if you can, do so and come forward. 1, 2. Squeeze those glutes as you go back. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 11. 2 deep breaths. I'm going to get back down on the floor sitting. In the modified version, soles of the feet are on the floor. In the regular version, they're extended. The hands can be by your hips with the fingers facing forward, unless you prefer them behind you with the fingers facing away, as some do. We're going to come up into a table any way you do it. 1,
Hi, sweetheart.
2,
She looks like she's running.
4, 9, 10, and 11. Couple of deep breaths. And we'll get on all fours for the modified version of the last Tibetan. You're going to go up into an up dog with your knees on the ground in the modified version. In the unmodified version, you start in a down dog, go into an up dog. I'll do 6 and 5. Palms underneath the shoulder. Starting now. 1, When you're done, sit down with your legs crossed in a comfortable position and take a couple of breaths. We're going to rotate 11 times, 6 in one direction and 5 in the other. Do it sitting straight up, or you can bend down as I am. 1, 2, 3. Going in the other direction now. And as I did my 11, I am going to switch the position of my feet. The one that was on top goes on the bottom. If you have them in front of each other, the one that was in front goes behind. And we'll do 5 in the original direction, 6 in the other, pausing between 10 and 11 to stretch out. I'll fill you in on that when we get there, as if you don't already know. 1, 2, all right, I'm coming around on 10, and I am stopping in the middle, throwing my hands in front of me and stretching with a big breath.
No way.
And I'm going to do it again. Another deep breath.
Here's over here. I don't know how.
Breathing into those hips. And then bringing the arms over to the right knee. Again, 2 deep breaths. And I said right knee, and I meant left knee, so if you did left, just go to the other knee. 2 deep breaths. And come up. So now. Don't know my right knee from my left knee. What can I tell you? Everybody good?
You, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Okay.
Thank
Susan.
you.
Take care.
Bye.
So long, Diana.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
T.
All right, Meme.
Did you hear anything more from Jim?
No.
Oh, so it's still a mystery of what's going on with Sparkle. Okay. All right.
Okay. I'll let you know if I do.
Okay. Love you. See
Bye.
you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, Suzanne.
See ya.
Jonathan, Chow, Hal.